Before Korea opened itself up to the international market to trade and ranked 8th in being the most prosperous economic country out of 41 Asia-Pacific countries and 15th out of the whole world, it used to conceal itself severely. It was commonly known as a hermit nation with the name Joseon. The Joseon dynasty was constructed by Taejo Iseonggae in 1392. It was the longest Confucian ruling nation there had been in the Korean peninsula. Dynasties before were built upon a Buddhist foundation that triggered religion before royalty. However, as the Joseon dynasty orbited around elders, family, and the king, and distinct genders, class, and relationships, social classes were contrastingly separated. It started from slaves to royalties. Commoners usually took over the nation's agriculture and sometimes worked for the militia in times of trouble. Seeing one of the king or the queen was a very rare case. According to Confucian culture, the Joseon people symbolized everything the king did or said with nature. The king's commands automatically became their actions. Overall, Joseon was a peaceful, stable country that did not have high technology but high patriotism and love for the king. Kojong took throne in 1863 as a child. As a minor, his father, the regent Hungsun Daewon-gun, ruled for him until Kojong reached adulthood. Hungsun strongly believed in putting Korea as a hermit nation. He believed that Joseon was too holy, pure, and high class compared to different countries. Likewise, he contrastingly rejected America and other nations' requests of trade deteriorating international relationships. Hermit kingdom is a term that refers to a country that walls itself off physically or metaphorically from the rest of the world. The last Korean dynasty, the Joseon dynasty, was a hermit nation before America's attempt and success in opening Korea up to international trade. On 1866, June 24th, the American battleship Surprise was shipwrecked in Korea, but survivors were sent to China safely. Angered by the Koreans' hostile attitude, America sent General Sherman on August 8, 1866, on a marauding mission and was annihilated. On April to May 1867, USS Shenandoah was sent to Korea to investigate the General Sherman case. They had discovered that many were killed violently as the Koreans captured these American naval officers and killed them on deck and on land. On 1870 December, USS Colorado was sent to prove to Korea that America had high technology and much large-scale artillery that could easily destruct them. On 1871, USS Monocacy attempted to make a treaty with Korea but failed and had to send USS Ticonderoga in 1878 to show that they were on a diplomatic mission. Finally, in 1880, Koreans surrendered from a great defeat by USS Lantora in November after many died. America finally accomplished to form a treaty with Korea. Multiculturalism in a society is a society that consists of different cultures and ethnic groups, encouraging the adaptation of a variety of cultures rather than one. Culture is one of the primary components that build up a society and also change in many ways. Likewise, Joseon accepted modernization and became closer to Korea, a nation that is now multicultural. During this long session, a new religion called Catholicism came into Korea. Priests created colleges, education sites, and churches. For example, they created Ewha Women's University, a #1 women's school in Korea. And many commoners suffering from suppression of local authorities found comfort through Catholicism, whereas the royalties were distressed from no longer gaining dominant power. Consequently, Catholics were executed along with foreign priests and ministers. Royalties and loyalists considered themselves patriotic, whereas the Westerners were considered barbaric. Now influence began to wear pants, hats, watches, glasses other than hanbok. After America finally opened Joseon to the world, the agricultural society changed to a modern industrial one, bringing many positive effects. Korea is now ranked as number 15 out of all the countries in the world. Because Joseon was open to the world in the 1800s, Korea could easily develop into a multicultural country like now. Likewise, culture is one of the primary components that build up a society and also change it in many ways. We are now living in a global society with numerous cultures, thus a multicultural society. Likewise, now there are more opportunities to approach different languages, there are new jobs such as translators, and more people who are bilingual. Appearances have changed as well. Koreans were limited to only wear hanbok, but now wear clothes, accessories, and have unique hair, and even have access to plastic surgery. There are now a variety of races existing in one country, as well as different food and fusion restaurants. Korea's technology and smartphones are widely used and are considered the best in the world. Long ago, Koreans did not have access to different genres of music, but now K-pop is a very popular music genre even around the world. Multiculturalism has many benefits. That is why, in even international schools such as GSIS, students realize how being multicultural is important and beneficial. They will have a chance to reflect back on themselves because school enforced laws such as LUP, the language use policy, restricting kids to using only English on campus. This triggers them to enhance their international perspectives. Likewise, multiculturalism is very influential and important in developing a country. Prior to Korea, key to being international citizens is multiculturalism.